most people will never know what you're carrying. They see you answering messages, showing up to work, paying your bills, and moving through your daily routine. From the outside, everything appears normal. Nobody can see the weight you carry behind the scenes. What they don't see is the conversation happening inside your head when nobody is around. They don't hear the doubts, worries, and exhaustion that quietly follow you through the day. They only see the version of you that has learned how to function. Some struggles leave visible scars. Others remain completely hidden. Many people become experts at hiding their pain, not because they want attention, but because they no longer expect anyone to understand. There is a strange pressure in modern life to appear fine. People learn that showing weakness often makes others uncomfortable. So they smile, they nod, and they tell everyone that everything is okay, even when it isn't. The world rewards confidence, certainty, and control. Very few people are praised for admitting they feel overwhelmed or lost. As a result, many choose silence. You can see it everywhere. The coworker who never complains. The friend who is always helping others. The family member who carries responsibilities without asking for support. Sometimes the strongest looking people are simply the best at hiding their struggles. Not every battle happens in public. Anxiety, loneliness, grief, disappointment, regret, and emotional exhaustion rarely announce themselves. They become invisible to everyone except the person carrying them. What makes these struggles difficult is not only the pain itself, it is the feeling of carrying that pain alone. When nobody sees what you're going through, it becomes easy to believe that nobody would care. Many people spend years pretending they are okay because they don't want to become a burden. They convince themselves that everyone else already has enough problems, so they keep everything inside. From a distance, this can look like strength. In some ways, it is. Continuing to function while facing emotional challenges requires resilience. But resilience and isolation are not the same thing. The problem begins when silence becomes a habit. The longer people hide their struggles, the harder it becomes to speak honestly about them. Eventually, they forget what it feels like to be understood. There are people who have not had a meaningful conversation about how they truly feel in months. Some have not had one in years. They discuss work, schedules, and responsibilities, but never the things that matter most. The strange thing is, many people around them are doing exactly the same thing. Everyone is carrying something, and everyone is waiting for someone else to go first. This creates a world where countless people feel alone together. They cross paths every day, each carrying invisible burdens, each believing they are the only one struggling. Social media often makes this worse. We see achievements, vacations, celebrations, and success stories. Rarely do we see the sleepless nights, uncertainty, and emotional weight that exist behind the camera. It becomes easy to compare your private struggles to someone else's public highlights. And when you do that, your life will almost always seem inadequate. The truth is that appearances reveal very little. A smile does not always mean happiness. Productivity does not always mean stability. Success does not always mean peace. Some people are surviving one day at a time while appearing completely fine to the world around them. Their struggle is real, even if nobody can see it. That is why kindness matters more than we often realize. A small gesture may seem insignificant to you, but you never know what someone else is carrying. Sometimes a simple conversation arrives at exactly the right moment. Not every problem can be solved by talking, but being understood, even briefly, can make a difficult road feel less lonely. There is also something important to remember if you are the one struggling. The fact that nobody sees your battle does not mean your battle is not real. Your pain does not need an audience to be valid. Many people minimize their own experiences because they believe others have it worse. While perspective is valuable, suffering is not a competition. Pain does not become less real simply because someone else is hurting too. You are allowed to acknowledge your struggles. You are allowed to admit that something is difficult. You are allowed to stop pretending that everything is fine when it isn't. Strength is often misunderstood. People imagine strength as never breaking, never doubting, and never needing support. Real strength looks very different. Sometimes strength is getting out of bed when everything feels heavy. Sometimes it is continuing despite uncertainty. Sometimes it is admitting that you cannot carry everything alone. The strongest people are not those who never struggle. They're the ones who keep moving forward while facing struggles that nobody else can see. If you have been carrying something quietly, remember this. There are more people who understand than you think. They may not know your exact story, but they know what it feels like to fight invisible battles. The world is full of people who appear fine while carrying far more than anyone realizes. You have probably passed them on the street today. You may work beside them. You may even live with them. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is this. Just because nobody knows you're struggling doesn't mean you have to struggle forever by yourself.